Hi everyone, it's Holly and I'm the maker here at Missouri River Soap. In this video today I'm making cranberry limeade soap, and this one is inspired by my favorite cranberry limeade slushy drink at Sonic. It's oh so good. I haven't had one in a couple of years because we don't have Sonic here, but it's probably for the best because these things are loaded with sugar. So the good news is though, is that I can use the cranberry limeade soap. And this is a custom blend of sweet cranberries and tart limes and just loads of sugar. It's oh so good. It's just made in our regular soap recipe, which is a mix of olive, coconut, castor, and loads of cocoa butter. I do love cocoa butter. It's my favorite hard oil, my favorite butter. So I always use a lot in my soaps. So this is quite in the future, Holly. This soap is cured and has been on the website for a week already. I am on my last day of order packing from this release. So I have a bar here and it is all packaged up. It smells oh so good. I love it so much. You can find it at moriversoap.com. All right, let's get started. Let's make this soap. Okay, so I'm going to add in the coconut milk, and a little note, I have the windows open because I'm getting a little bit hot. So hopefully it won't be too noisy with wind, and sometimes we can hear the highway too. Okay, so now I'm going to add in the lye solution. Wonder if you can hear the birds chirping. I love it. Alright, so I want to bring this just to emulsification for now. So my stick blender seems to be working well. The last batch I just made, which was the grapefruit twist, it was not performing the best. It seemed to be bogging down. Not sure what that's all about. It seems to be doing fine now. So I just wanted this at emulsification, and then I'm going to split it off and color it and everything. I'm a little concerned because I discovered with my last batch 100% that this is a 5.5 liter batch. And these are 3 liter containers. However, that starts to get a little on the full side. We'll see how it goes. I may do, so that's about 2.5. I think what I might do is mix up the color on this one as the green. And then this one will be the pinker color. And then I'll just be cautious about how I add in the fragrance oils. So this is about, let's just go ahead and make it 2.5 liters. So that means that there's 3 liters in here. So that's not a huge difference. Let's think that through, right? 2.5 plus 2.5 will be 5. So yes, so this one would be a half a liter more, makes it 3. Just double checking the math. This is red mica from Bramble Berry. And I forgot I had this. It was on my shelf and I was needing something that leaned a little bit more red, though I can't say this is a lot different from my other pinks. So let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's pretty. I usually use a neon in this, but I did not have any neons today. I don't have any neons purchased. I'm just being a little bit more particular about the ingredients and the amount of words that I have to put on my labels. So I'm just trying to stick with the mica, titanium dioxide, iron oxide, tin oxide, manganese violet, etc. Alright, so in this one I've mixed some green and yellow vibrants. That worked really well in my huckleberry soap. So hopefully this will give us a bright color. I do miss having cranberry limeades. I do miss Sonic. I did not know what a Sonic was until I moved to Missouri, but it has been a treasure. I do love Sonic, but we don't have those. Well, I don't know. I would have to look it up. We don't have any nearby, that's for sure. I think that's a pretty color. I think that works. I did have to find a new cranberry this year. I'm hoping that it's not going to, this blend isn't going to accelerate or anything. I do believe that this one accelerates a bit in general, but it's, again, it's a different blend. So we're just going to see how this goes. So let's see. We're gonna go ahead and give this the majority. I do not like to be non-precise, but it's pretty darn close at this point. So, you know, at Sonic, they're known for their cherry limeade. We always used to get like a cherry limeade with vanilla. And then I learned that cranberry limeades were pretty epic. And my favorite were the frozen, the slushy ones. Oh, nothing quite like one of those when it's hot. That being said, I'm not sure I could handle the sweetness anyway at this point. Alright, I'm going to give this a little blend. It's just such a sweet candy. Oh, it's so good. So because it is pink and green here, I do need it to be a little bit thicker before I go ahead and, oh, I just had a panic attack. I thought I wasn't recording. Scared me, but I am. I was like, oh no, because I had started it and I hit the record button, but it didn't take. And then I walked around and I was like, okay, you have to reach forward and hit the go button. And I scared myself. Anyway, because it is pink and green, those together make brown. So we are going to have to make sure we wait to get to the next level of thickness. And when we tap like this, there's air trapped in the shaft. So when we just go, you know what I mean? We get air. So we tap, 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 and I'm sitting here seeing all these little bubbles pop up. Some people swirl. I prefer to tap. So we don't want to incorporate bubbles into the soap, because when there's bubbles in the soap, then when you go to cut it, it really exaggerates that and creates quite a, it's not like a sandpaper texture by any means, but it's a bumpy, it makes a bumpy texture. It's a very fine, bumpy texture. I am not selling my soap by using the sandpaper analogy or comparison, whatever. I want to take that back. I want to scratch it. I never said it. Didn't happen. I could edit it out. We'll see. Probably won't work. So I don't want to stick blend it too much. We are at a trace here. So I am just going to kind of clean up and watch this and then start pouring. This is getting to be at a pretty thick trace now. So I'm going to get my spatulas out. I did go ahead and pour a little bit and then poured too much, so poured it back out of this pitcher. because I do need it in both. So what I normally do is have a single mold and I just pour from one side. Well, that's not gonna work because this is a 2-loafer and I don't currently have any single molds. We bought the wood about a month ago, but cabin, so I haven't talked to my husband into doing that yet. So I think I'm going to go at it just a little bit different this time because I could try this. I mean, I guess I could try it. Okay, we'll just try it. And I'm gonna pour a little heavier with the limey color for now. Whoops, that didn't work. So I think we're all right. I don't think we're getting too much discoloration here because it is very thick. Let's go ahead and do, whoops. Started pouring from the pink. All right, that's looking pretty good. I'm going to get the rest of this soap into this pitcher. All right, let's turn this around because I do pour heavier and I pour it at different angles sometimes. So it's about the same at this point, amount of soap in there. So we're definitely just going with a fun swirl here. So I think I'm going to make this. I don't think it's going to be an overly muddied soap. Put the rest in here. Let's see what's in here. I realize I have to head to town in like less than 30 minutes, so I'm like, oh buddy, oh buddy. It takes us about 30 minutes to get into Kalispell, but it's Friday and it's post Memorial Day weekend, which means holy moly, there's gonna be a lot of campers on the road and they're pokey, so kind of need to probably get a move on. This is definitely playing very nicely. Whoa, I meant to do more of a drizzle than that. You move about. Well, I think these colors worked out great. And I didn't even have any neons. Okay, so here we have the Cranberry Limeade soap. I think it turned out so fun, so awesome, smells amazing, so fruity and fun, and it just means summer. So I am going to give this a generous spritz of 91% alcohol. I'll probably clean up all my mess before I come back and spray it. I'll cover it up. I'm going to leave it for a couple of days and then I'll be back to cut it. Alright, so I am back with the Cranberry Limeade. It looks and smells awesome. The color on top is a little bit different. We'll have to see what it does. I do think that the spraying of alcohol does sometimes cause some of the discolors to change just a little bit, but we spritz with the alcohol to help prevent ash. And so the ash is just that white film that's sometimes on handmade soaps. There's nothing wrong with it. And it washes off in the first use or two. Some people don't even want to look at it, so they'll steam it or what have you. I do try to prevent it. Don't get crazy if I get it. But, oh, that's neat. So I didn't quite get the half and half, obviously, because I couldn't do half and half with the way I had my the double mold set up. I think it turned out great. That is fun. So fun. Oh, it smells amazing too. You get the cranberry, you get the lime. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. And it is a good thing that I can't get those up here, because I would be headed there right now. I'd probably just get in the vehicle and go. I do miss that about Missouri for sure, but probably a good thing. I've always liked lime, like limeade instead of lemonade. So good. Oh, that's really pretty. So we'll just have to see how it discolors, because this bottom has kind of discolored a little bit too. So hopefully we won't get it all over the whole bar, because I kind of like how the bars look currently. But we'll just have to see. And even still, the colors would work great. They're just like a little darker. Well, on the top, this pink is certainly a different color. So you can see the top, and then how the sides are different. The lime is a little deeper colored, and this is an end one, so it does kind of have that deeper color, and it looks like I have some glycerin rivers. It was very warm the day. Oh, that was actually a middle bar. Anyway, it's quite warm the day I made this soap, and so I didn't have like an air conditioner running or anything, but I tried to keep it cool, so I don't know. If it changes, I do think I'm cool with it though. But yeah, it was a warmer day. I have the windows open again today, and thankfully the plane that's been going round and round and round is not going round and round at the moment. Oh, this is so good. It just smells spectacular. My nose is so itchy at the moment. It's always itchy when I have gloves on and I refuse to touch my face, which I refuse to touch my face when I'm doing any of this business, you know. And if I do, I rewash, because I just think that's appropriate and good manufacturing practice. But I'm sitting here wiggling my nose like a bunny rabbit, hoping it'll go away, and it is not going away. The same when I'm washing dishes. It's like my hands are down there in the sudsy water, and boy, I have an itchy nose. Why? Why? Unnecessary. Oh, this is so good. I just love how this has turned out. I love it. So there we have the Cranberry Limeade soap. Be sure to check out the video description for more information, links to where you can find me, information about the release, etc. And I will talk to you later. Bye.